I go live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I just realized I haven't brushed my hair since I went jogging. It's fine. I'm fine. Life's not falling apart. Welcome to my channel. That's how we do these things. Welcome to my channel. We are going to be doing reading sprints a little bit later. Obviously, we're going to chat it and do all of that stuff. My brother raised a very important question. He said, when are we doing more reading sprints? And I said, not anymore for this month. And that's because we are doing writing sprints every Wednesday this month. So I decided I was only going to do the one reading sprint, and then I have a live show this Friday. So both sprint nights have been covered. If I'm feeling exhausted and I don't want to do a video, I may do reading sprints the final Friday of the month, because I think we have 5. Do we have 5? I think we have 5.
No idea.
Anyways, do y'all want to introduce yourselves real fast?
Sure.
Don't make me pick somebody.
Hi, I'm Ben, frequent guest over at the Anechoic Chamber, a graduate student over at Notre Dame.
Wait, he has other guests?
Not yet. We're getting there.
Okay, I was going to say he's not allowed to have other guests. He's only allowed to have you.
Well, I mean, the eventual scope of the show is going to go beyond just science. He's got some political commentators he's in converse with, so we'll see. Like, because that's actually how the group started, was a political commentary thing.
And somehow he got into science. Okay.
Oh, well, because he's always been a science boy. He has a big belief in the power of the science and its ability to, unify people in a common set of understanding of reality. We see how well that's gone. But hey,
I was going to say, are you sure we have a common understanding of reality?
You know what? At some point, people want to be like smarty pants, and at some point, no.
Sorry, I'm just watching Briar ignore Christine.
Oh, absolutely.
She's not ignoring me. Sometimes she forgets that she has back legs. Like, she'll put her front paws up, and she'll be like, what do I do now? And I'm like, use the other ones, which is actually normal for dogs. You need to teach dogs that they have a rear end, but yeah.
So that's what's wrong with Zephyr, is they need to teach her that she has a rear end and can get on the bed all by herself.
Well, no, because Brianna didn't want to teach a 100-pound plus dog to get on the bed, which I fully appreciate.
Yeah, I understand. Especially, I think they don't have a giant bed. Anyways, I think I got you sidetracked. Do you want to finish?
So what's it?
What do you do normally? Why don't you tell people that?
I'm a graduate student over at Notre Dame, working on developing a mathematical framework for what a phase is and more general systems than just physics. If you didn't understand any of that, go watch that YouTube video where I talk about what my research is in depth. It's decently fun.
Mom and Dad have watched that video, and neither of them understand, according to Mom.
Well, yeah. Actually, having written it, it's a lot. I've gotten some practice, so.
Good.
That's kind of the point. So at least to people also in physics, I have at least script on how to talk about it and be like, no, this is how we think about it.
He showed me some of his physics equations earlier today, Christine. It broke my brain.
Oh,
I feel like the woman in like a 50s movie where I'm just the secretary, like, yeah, important business happening. Yeah.
You're a very smart secretary, though, because you also have a master's degree.
I showed her the solution set to something.
Well, yeah, I do have a master's degree, but it's not in physics. I could confuse you all with history, but I'm just not gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, history can be confusing. Have you not listened to a Behind the Bastards episode, BJ?
How is that confusing, though? It's a decent,
But that's the thing. But that's the thing is that everybody thinks they know what they're talking about because they listen to podcasts or read a book, and then everyone talks to me and they're like, "Yeah, I know this." I'm like,
there's a difference between not knowing something and being confused, I feel.
Anyways, the whole point of the podcast is kind of to be like, okay, so this is what you think happened. This is what actually happened.
Yeah.
And things are more complicated than they seem.
But I definitely could confuse you, though, because I specialize in African history. And how much do you want to bet that I could confuse you with that?
depends on
What was your
you're doing.
Floridian upbringing education standard for African history?
Oh,
How much is
like,
it?
Zero.
How much is
no,
anyone taught in public school?
Homeschooled.
That's what
no,
I'm
no,
saying,
of course.
The most our African history went is Africa is where the slaves came from. That was the
Basically.
most
That's
history we
the most
got.
Canadians
No,
get.
no, no,
too.
no, 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 no. We watched that documentary about all the kingdoms of ancient Egypt many
Oh,
times.
that's right. None of that.
That's in Africa.
Nowhere else in
counts.
Africa exists.
That
Only
counts.
Egypt.
You have to pay attention to
Why?
Egypt because that's where the Israelites got stuck.
There's biblical times, and then there's the transatlantic slave trade, and the West
Nothing
doesn't
else
want you to
happens.
think there's anything else. Yeah.
Nothing else happens.
What was it?
Colonization.
I remember reading one book, but that was because. Do you remember the Royal Diaries series, Christine? Did you ever read those?
The what now?
The Royal Diary. Okay, I will send you a link at some point to show you what they are. But they did have one that was an African princess.
Yeah.
I can't
I
remember.
remember reading those.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly which country she was from.
Well, she probably wouldn't have been from a country if she was a princess.
Well, yeah,
she
she
would have been from like an indigenous
It was
state.
from a tribe, but like they told you what part in Africa that her people were based in.
Are these like historically accurate things, or are these just made up? Because if it's Wakanda, Margaret,
It's not
I'm
Wakanda.
so sorry, but I have to break it to you.
I know that one's not real. So Royal Diaries is basically like Dear America, except it's princesses around the world.
Sorry, what's Dear America?
Oh my god, I'm so old.
Anyways, so
They're
before we get down on that,
historical
that's
trials.
what I do. This is Ben.
Hi,
Notre
Brianna.
Dame. I do
Brianna,
physics.
Christine doesn't know what
Christine.
Dear America is.
What? I am Canadian.
Christine, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Christine. I'm not from America. That's all. And this is Briar.
All right, back to hello,
Hi,
Dear
Briar.
America.
She's
I
good.
mean, American culture doesn't permeate our neighbors
Wait.
like it does across
Wait a
the
Believe it or
minute.
world.
not,
Wait a
not
minute.
everything is about you guys. That's wild. But to be fair, we do
Yes.
have I do know a lot about American shit just by nature of living 2 hours from you. So
Look, we all care about the Royals for no good reason, so why not care about America for no good reason as well? We've actually got a little bit of,
I can list all your presidents.
That's better than what I can do.
Can't list all my prime ministers.
Okay.
Fine.
I thought I
President's
had
fine.
one, but basically, the Dear America and the Royal Diaries series were like books for like middle graders that were about. With the Royal Diaries, it would be about a real princess that actually existed, and it would be what her diary would be through a specific point of life. Like that during some people, like we had Cleopatra, we had Kailani.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Cleopatra was a princess?
There's a princess. A young female royal. This is
She ran a
before she
country?
became pharaoh. It had Elizabeth I, Isabella, the one that was Catherine of Aragon's
Isabella?
mom. Yes. Dear America was a similar concept. Except it was like fictional girls that went through a specific point in history. Like that's how I knew
Like the
about
American
Betrayal of
Dolls?
Stars. Yeah, sort of. Except there's no dolls. It's just a big old big old shelf of books.
Just a way to categorize.
I feel like I need to send you some of these and then have you
Right.
read them for a vlog. Like there was one girl who lived in Virginia when they did the split during the Civil War. There was a girl that was a pilgrim, which is probably highly inaccurate. Yeah.
There was a girl who attended a lynching. There was a girl who protested
There was not.
gay marriage.
There was.
There was a
No,
girl.
not that either.
There was a girl who tested syphilis on people of color. There was a girl who
Christine, these are like 13 to 16-year-olds. I don't think she would be.
no, we're just going
The
through American
Titanic.
history.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
why
no.
is there always a Titanic one? And okay, Canada had stuff like that too.
Titanic
had,
was worldwide tragedy.
Wait, okay, first of all, was it?
Yeah, but then
Like
we don't
1,000
talk
people
about the
died.
one that happened in
Hey, I
was it,
watched a
Poland?
40-minute YouTube video on Titanic too,
Like,
and
it's
that was a
really-
special little thing.
It's really not that big of a deal
No,
historically.
Titanic?
no, it really matters not at all.
It's like 1,100
No.
people.
Everyone
boat.
everyone
Not
loved
even
the
the
crap out
biggest
of an Icarus
maritime
story.
disaster. We don't talk about that one. It was
No, like
the
literally
other side
5
of
years
World War
later,
II.
the Halifax harbor exploded.
Yeah, but that's an explosion, and no one went, "Oh, this harbor will never blow up." We just kind of assumed it, so why would it be interesting when it does?
But okay, but I imagine though that they didn't think it would blow up. They just didn't have the audacity to say so.
Exactly. So it doesn't have any dramatic tension when it happens.
Two
Who do we have?
collided and blew up. That's pretty dramatic. And blew up like not just the ships, but the town. Like
Oh yeah.
people were blinded
Wow.
from glass shattering it. Yeah. That's
Oh,
way cooler than
nice.
Titanic. Also, that movie, mostly just annoying. And funny. You know that scene where the boat cracks and people are sliding? Fucking funny. It looks funny.
Laugh every
I
time.
know realistically that it wouldn't be to be there, but in my brain watching it,
Terrifying.
hilarious. Also,
Depends on the level of shock. There's like that sweet spot where you're just like, "Well, this isn't affecting me," so.
true. I'm gonna die.
You know?
So we have Brianna in the chat. Hi, Brianna. Brianna's one of the
Brianna.
hosts of BookTube Beta. And then we have Mitchell. Can the Canadian
Heritage
explain
Minute.
what Heritage Minute is?
Okay, so Heritage Minute, we have this like rule in Canada. This is an actual law that like this is an actual law caused by you guys kind of, that enough of our content has to be Canadian so that it's not all American. Like, literally it's a law. So that's why our like Canadian Netflix doesn't have everything, because like a certain percentage of it has to be Canadian made. And
So
so
they
like,
have to,
one
like-
of the things they would do, that our Canadian Radio, Television, Telecommunications Network, or whatever commission, they would do is like put out these heritage minutes with the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, where it'd be like your commercial break, but it'd be like 2 minutes of like a Canadian story. So
Mhm.
like inventing basketball was one. There was one about like
that's a Canadian
midwives.
thing?
Yeah, technically the white guy that like took it from everybody else was Canadian.
Oh, yeah. No wonder I don't like it.
There you go. But like they just do like these.
Basketball is a sham.
I will find one for you. I will find one for you because it's much easier than reading a whole middle grade book about
That's
patriotism.
funny. Okay, we also have Anne Marie
Violence.
here. Hi, Anne Marie. I think we're 1 for 1 on the Canadians versus United Statesians right now.
Yeah,
There's
because
no
Anne
less
Marie is Canadian.
Mitchell says you chose violence tonight.
Me?
Yes.
Or oh well, yeah. Okay.
I'm not-
Mitchell, we had that whole conversation about what I wanted to happen on The Bachelor. You know I choose violence every day.
Wait, what? I missed a conversation. Wait, someone wants to have happen on The Bachelor?
So, okay, so one of the former bachelors came out as gay today, and I was like, oh my God, have a gay bachelor. And Mitchell's like, A, that won't work, because they'll all want to date each other. And B, isn't he like a terrible, like super Republican guy? And I was like, yeah, do it.
Oof.
Do it
I mean,
anyway.
Considering that he's come out as gay, I don't know how much longer he's going to be a Republican.
That's true.
So
I might drive him away real quick.
Look,
Okay, here's-
you can't drive a harem or reverse harem narrative and have like some weird toxic monogamy going on if they're all. I mean, okay, fine. I guess you can, but it doesn't frame itself quite as nice into the hetero aspect if you have everyone be the same gender.
Mo, Margaret, let me share my heritage minute.
Okay, fine, Christine.
Are you ready?
Okay. I
the dog
apologize
is
in advance
discovering.
for this, guys.
Look how bad this is.
Oh my god.
This was commonly on TV. Why
That's
can't
right,
we hear anything?
people.
She looks
Let's
so
take-
unimpressed.
Let us Look at that! It's Canadian heritage.
oh
we
no,
stole
these,
this magic trick from the indigenous people.
Yeah, they're like,
Because, hell
wow,
yeah.
we will
I
steal
mean,
profit off of it forever.
I've seen worse depictions of Native Americans, but I don't know how good these are. Like
These ones
what's
are
going on?
commercials, Margaret.
Look, I'm not even talking about like the depiction of the Native Americans. I'm just they're proud and like feeling heritage for an aspect of their culture that like they didn't invent or come up with. They're just like, oh, we're gonna steal it. It's fine. But they'll be proud of that fact.
Also, like, it's just they would take parts. Okay, so like that depiction of like indigenous people teaching, like, oh my god, I remember the Heritage Minute Challenge. Yeah, they did that.
Admittedly, Brianna, that could have gone very badly.
Could have.
There were no naked asses this time. Thankfully.
Not this time.
I'm sorry.
I appreciate you not doing that on my channel.
Yeah, no, I really just wanted you to see what our commercials were like in Canada. They don't do that anymore.
Dang it.
I don't think it went over
have
well.
to still live with my mother. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna add this to the stream, and we'll go at 8:20. Wait, hold on. So like these commercial breaks would be so that you had enough like Canadian television on to justify the American programming.
Not only just that, but like there's always this kind of like it's like this obsession that the government has with like putting Canadian media in our heads so that we like know we're Canadian and not American, which is funny because all you have to do is show an American election and we're like, we're Canadian, not American. So it's really
you guys have healthcare.
I know, like we're fully
you need
acutely aware. Like no amount of Jersey Shore is going to convince me being American is better. Like, but yeah,
there literally is nothing that we do that is better.
The House Hippo commercial. Oh my god! Wait,
Christine,
do you guys know about the House Hippo? North American House Hippo.
Yes. I feel like I've seen this before somehow. I don't remember.
Okay, so the House Hippo was a commercial, again, played on like kids' TV, and it would be like the North American House Hippo, and it'd be somebody's house, and it'd be the middle of the night, and it'd be like a rat-sized hippo just walking around, and then at the end of the commercial, it was like, don't believe everything you see on TV, right? Because again, we're trying to keep Canadian kids sharp. The problem was every kid believed there was house hippos after that. There was just a generation of Canadian children that believed in house hippos.
No way.
I'm not kidding.
I mean, Brianna, they have us as neighbors. What were we expecting? I feel like having the United States as a neighbor would drive you to madness.
How accurate is Letterkenny?
I don't know. I haven't actually seen all of it, but in
How
my
accurate is
experience,
Letterkenny's depiction of Quebec?
not good.
Quebec.
I would be very, very cautious of any depiction of the Quebecois that you see from Ontarians, because there's a long history there of like English Canadians, specifically Ontarians, just oppressing the shit out of Quebec and French Canadians. So just like, yeah, I wouldn't, yeah. But also Quebec.
I've been to Quebec City
funny,
once. And I was
It's
like,
nice,
it was
eh?
all right.
My favorite thing is that Quebec
But they
keeps trying
didn't
to
go
leave.
at the end of every sentence like I was promised. And I was just curious if that was...
No. My favorite thing about Quebec is that it keeps trying to leave Canada. Like there's referendums and they keep trying to leave. And like Scotland is its biggest supporter. So like,
Yeah, it's like
Quebec,
I was about to say, it's the Scotland of North America.
like Quebec has embassies in Paris, France, and Edinburgh, Scotland, and that's it.
That's funny. Hold on. I need to look it up.
Have you guys heard of Beaver Tails?
I believe I have.
Beaver tails.
Is Quebec even in a place where they could? I mean, I guess Quebec is like sort of. It's sort
Well,
of.
they do, but the problem is it cuts off all of maritime Canada. So
It's
like
what?
it
They-
cuts off all of maritime Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Which
is
is-
that
So the
Newfoundland?
government. So the government's very interested in being like, no, we need that as well.
Well, it's also like an industry rich province. Anyways, I hope they do because I would love to see the end of this nation state. I think that without Quebec, we'll fall apart. So what I need for you guys is to also get states seceding. I'll get provinces seceding.
I
It'd be
don't
great.
like that idea just because the states that secede will be the worst ones, and then they're
Yeah, you'll end up on the wrong side of that fight. I'm so sorry. We will
Yeah.
have to sacrifice
Yeah,
Margaret.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
No, I
jeez.
can move.
Feels bad.
Okay.
Um,
Let's go ahead and start our first sprint because we're already 5 minutes over where I
Okay.
wanted to be, thanks to that heritage myth that.
It's Mitchell's
Anyways,
fault.
so 3, 2, and mute your mic. And we're back. That was a slow, weird explosion. Doesn't usually do that. Okay. So did anyone besides me get work done? Or are you ignoring me?
I mean, I can hear you. Sorry. So, what was the question? Did anyone besides you what?
Did anyone besides me get work done? How are we doing? Talk to me in the chat.
I got a paragraph done and a setup for editing, like this final paragraph done on this last thing of introducing and talking about what phase transition is.
Wait, I can't tell. It's a.
Kippy.
Okay, it is Kippy. I thought I saw Briar behind you.
Oh, I see.
But she's so big now.
Yeah, wow.
You big?
She's
I got work done.
good. Nice. I finished reading. I'm still doing my read through because I'm terrible and have not done any work on my book since last Wednesday. So I finished reading chapter 4.
I got like some establishing shots. Like, why is our character in a cave? This is why. Cassie, don't pop the fucking balloon.
Do it, Cassie, do it.
Don't do it, Cassie.
That's what dogs are good for.
I would be so tempted to call a dog Cassie. Or that was named Cassie Cassandra when she was in super duper trouble.
Sometimes we call her Assy Cassie when she's in trouble.
Okay, so let's see. So Brianna got to chapter 3 of Clockwork Angel. Ooh, how are you liking it so far? I can't remember. Brianna, have you read any other Shadowhunters books?
I don't think she has.
Merritt just got off a call with the young alumni and basically shit on their university for the last half hour.
Perfect.
I don't blame you. Cool.
Nice.
Jessica Williamson fell asleep. That is. Apologize for scaring you away. And then Mitchell cleaned half of his guinea pig hutches because they breed guinea pigs.
He and his partner they breed guinea pigs.
Yeah, he said that in his comment. I
didn't read the comment. I was just expressing my enthusiasm. I can't read.
That's fun.
The other Christina can't read.
Hi, my name is Jared. I'm 19 and I never learned to read.
What a good
Sometimes I feel like that at work. I'll be trying to type something. Okay, so this is Brianna's first foray into the Shadowhunters realm.
Oh,
she
dear.
has to like
way to start.
Can we just quickly take a moment
if she doesn't like Mo, we're unfriending her. Right?
Can we take a moment to appreciate TikTok and the return of short form content?
I know.
Vine was the best.
I kind of wish I'd actually gotten
I get so stressed. Listen, I have like 7 different chats with 7 different friends, and everybody will send me a TikTok, and I'll be like, I have to open links.
Listen,
it's stressful,
Christine, when I send you a TikTok, just know that it probably has Bucky. Or is involved somehow to Bucky.
You know who I trust? 10 out of 10 TikToks, I trust Michelle. Because she only sends me Marvel content. Like, only. She'll send me, like, 1 TikTok a month, and it's always Bucky. I'm like...
So who sends you these bag TikToks, and what are they full of?
It's not that they're bad. It's just that some of them aren't funny, and not everything on TikTok is funny. And I mean, I'm not as enchanted with it as everyone else, I guess. Or dog TikToks.
I only send ones that make me laugh.
Look, I don't know. I have somehow magically on my TikTok For You page this Indian woman interacting with either her father or her husband. I'm not sure whichever. Yeah. Either it's just an off-screen male voice, so like literally cannot tell anything about this person.
Things.
Yeah. It's so good. My favorite one that I've seen that was just recently posted is she put his phone in in the kitchen, called it while they were on the couch, and then on the phone says, "Hey, can you bring some snacks?" And he's like, "Oh, you got me. All right, I'm gonna buy it. What do you want? I will buy you. I will go to the store and buy you anything you want right now. When you lose, you lose."
Yeah, it's their
beautiful.
interaction that
It's
makes
beautiful.
it funny because he'll like be like, "Why are you standing in the trash can?" And she's like, "We need to stomp down the cardboard so we can fit more in." And she's like laughing while she's saying it. They're good, but I only ever send
So
you
good.
TikToks that make me laugh, Christine. I did send you the one that
I
said
know.
Geminis need to drink water.
I
Oh,
drink a lot of water.
Hell yeah.
Good
I
for
got
you.
a friend who sends me nothing but Jujutsu Kaisen memes, TikToks. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty great.
What's your TikTok, bro? Oh, just look for me. I'm the word nerd, like I am on everything else.
Oh yeah, all right.
Okay.
I will.
All right.
I birthed you from my own body.
I do not do the content creation because my life is.
Neither do I. I don't even have a profile picture. Excuse me. At this point, I'm like only here. I'm only here so I can watch Merit stuff. So, all right. Shall we go again in
Solid
just a
reason.
couple of minutes?
Can we take a moment to appreciate
Cassie,
she's so much more beautiful than everything else?
This pretty
how does
puppy.
Briar feel about that?
I love you, Briar.
Briar's past their prime.
No, you know what? It's funny. It's funny though. I think Briar's a really pretty dog. But we were at a confirmation class with Briar last week, and her breeder, and like so her breeder's like pretty objective about her dogs because she has a lot of them. She's able to tell when they have like flaws or like if they're really like something else. And she's like, Briar's body is beautiful, her movement's beautiful, her coat's beautiful, her headpiece is okay.
But her face.
She's a great personality.
Oh gosh. So apparently my nickname on TikTok is still user hashtag. I'm assuming they're
The word nerd.
That's weird. I'll try and see if I can fix that.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Merritt and I send stuff back and forth. So
One time I had the TikTok app so my friend Ian could do that, and then one day I opened it and I had 60 unread TikTok messages. And I was like, nope, delete app.
I mostly just ignore
Sorry,
them
Ian.
until I'm
Fuck
in a
you.
space.
I love them, but again, it's not going to happen. I was like, that's 60, 15 seconds videos. Oh,
What's wrong with that? That could
No,
be
it's
61 minute
minutes.
long videos.
but then when am I going to catch up on Dr. Phil?
You don't need to. Dr. Phil is pretty toxic.
I know, but look what's on my TV right now.
Don't you fucking dare.
Why?
Because
Get
it's
that
so
man's
bad.
advertising out of here.
Merritt says their friend sends them 90 a day.
A day? How do you get stuff
Wait,
done?
their friends send them 90 each a day.
When would I have time to tell Kippy I love her?
In
could make
between
Kippy
TikToks. Come
content.
on. 5 love languages. Only one of them requires sight. Come on.
Okay, we're going to start more sprints because I need to get this book freaking read. So
Heck yeah.
that I can actually
Wait,
start
read?
working on it again. Yeah, I am trying to reread everything that I've written because I have forgotten all of it. So going again in 3, 2, 1, mute your mics. And we're back.
Hello.
Hail, hail.
Explosion every time. Okay, how about I remove this? That would help. There we go. All right, how did we do?
Wrote another paragraph.
Another paragraph, nice. What are you working on right now? I don't think I asked that.
It is the results section of that paper. So basically those two talks that no one understands, and then put that in a paper, and there you go.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So basically I got to explain the pictures that I talk about that I talked about in that episode with Rob a little while ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, it's interesting, and once you like kind of get a handle on what's happening, it's cool when you can really understand it. But because you're like kind of working with two objects that are almost laying on top of each other at once, it's a difficult thing to set up the language needed to explain to someone what the heck is happening. But once you get them invested enough into understanding it. Yeah, I'm continuing to work on sciencey paper like I was last time.
Okay. I am continuing to work on last year's NaNoWriMo project. Christine, what are you working on? Are you working on a new one?
Yeah, I am. I want to still have people read over my Nano one before I read it because I've read it a bunch of times and I need outside opinions. So I have a new one. Yeah,
okay.
for now. For now until I get feedback.
Okay. How about anyone in the chat? I see a lot of merit. Brianna this time is the one that fell asleep.
I'm falling asleep on Doyle. Wow.
It's only 7 p.m. over there, Brianna. What's going on?
It's later than my
busy day.
Look, there are 2 p.m. days where I'm just like...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, 2 p.m. makes sense. That's your mid-afternoon crash.
Oh, but 7 p.m. is just ungodly.
That's when I have energy. Okay, so let's see. Mitchell got the other half of the guinea pig hutches done.
Nice.
And I'm assuming Merritt did TikTok and editing Veda.
Well done.
If you don't know what Veda is, it's vlog every day in April. Merritt is one of the co-hosts with us.
That is a lot of vlogging.
I have not vlogging, video every day. I have not done all of my videos. Definitely have not been doing a video every day. It was a video every other day, and then I did 2 in a row. Like, this will be the third one in a row. But I'm skipping tomorrow's in favor of getting a review up for Friday.
Fair enough.
I have no idea what I'm posting Saturday.
What is OMG me, Merritt? I never knew. I don't want to know.
Oh, yeah. What were you reacting to here, Merritt? Ben is confused.
To know.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense when you have a tiny, a tiny bear waking. Nope. Where'd you go? Waking you up at 5 a.m. There, that's the comment.
Yeah.
Shotzi is the new puppy, and she is a morning puppy. She's
morning puppy that's still like.
She still
really
wakes up
big, right?
What?
She still wakes up that early. Eh?
Susie did for her first year or so.
Kick her.
Yeah.
Go back in time and kick her.
She's gone. I can't do anything about it. I would it was more like 6 a.m. and I would stumble downstairs, let her out, and then go crash on the couch for another couple hours. Apparently it was something you said, bruh.
Cool.
No one knows.
Man, I was afraid of that because I'm not going to remember.
Oh.
Kick her!
Got up at 2 a.m.
I like to and this is a technique, scare the living bejesus out of a dog if they think it's okay to cry in the crate. I kick the crate really hard, but my retrieving trainer will roll the crate with the dog in it. Yeah, and then they never fucking whine in the crate again. They will never do that again. The consequences are not worth it.
Some draconian medieval shit. Love it.
Yeah, well, don't fucking wake me up. Ever.
Authoritarian parenting network.
They're dogs, yeah, man. Someone's got to do it.
Buddy. Okay, let
I'm
me
with you,
reset the
Brianna. It's
timer.
like more and more animals fucking have souls. Like, come on.
Yeah, they have
And a
souls.
solid amount of sentience.
I know that. What do you? Well, realistically, if we're taking dogs, which are descended from wolves, what do you think another dog would do to them if they were annoying them at 2 a.m.?
Eat them.
Eat them.
What? No, not quite.
Dogs correct each other very physically, right? Like when Briar corrected
Sure.
Cassie today, she bit her in the face. Like not in a mean, I want to hurt you way, but in a don't do that to me again. Otherwise, you'll pay for it because I can kill you.
Draconian.
Your dog wants to know that you could kill it if you wanted.
So no,
Yeah,
that's
that is
Mary.
true.
Mitchell can see you putting your child in the crate and turning the crate over, apparently.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
This
Okay.
is what I don't want kids. So like, yeah.
Brianna's technique apparently is to ignore her and turn her music back on.
Try bullying her just a little bit.
See, the way we fix it with Susie is she slept downstairs and we were all upstairs.
Yeah.
So there was no one there to hear her whine.
But she's still whining though.
So.
But you didn't fix it. She's just still whining. She's just somewhere else.
Yeah, but
No
eventually,
one responded to her, so she
Effort.
got out of the habit pretty quickly. Like she barked at you, she really had to go.
Quickly at the time that they drop kicked Cassie's crate, I don't think so.
I just feel like trauma is bad and potentially leads to negative behavior, undesirable behaviors in the future.
No. Ben, when you're a dog trainer, I'll listen to you.
Anyways, okay, so we'll go again in a couple minutes. Actually, no, it's loud and scary, so let's just go. Let's just fucking go. All right, going in 3.
That's loud and scary.
3, 2. You can't hear the explosion, but I hear the explosion, and it scares the crap out of me every time.
So why not delay it?
Leave it on. Let us all hear it.
Heck.
There's no way to do that. Like, it won't let me share the audio, I don't think.
It's not.
Well, I played my Heritage Minute, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Why won't it play?
Are you muted?
I'm not.
Huh.
Like it's not muted, but you guys haven't been hearing it explode? Oh,
No.
I am muted when it explodes.
Probably because she leaves herself muted, yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
I mute myself.
That makes sense.
So that might be why you can't hear it.
So you just need to pay attention and like catch it the last second.
Maybe. But then okay. We'll see. We'll see. All right, I'm going to start it in 3, 2, 1. Mute your mics. that's time.
Awesome.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, my computer will die. I'll be right back. Wait.
Ruh-roh. An 80-minute timer. That's intense. Next sprint.
I mean, sometimes you're not supposed to sprint for as long as it goes on. Sometimes you're supposed to marathon.
Right. Like,
What?
it seems like a super long sprint.
I don't think you can sprint for 20 minutes. Let's be honest.
I think that's just a timer for 80 minutes.
Like,
so
by
that you can
definition-
focus.
That's what I'm saying. That's an hour and 20 minutes.
It's like sprinting is explicitly an anaerobic activity. You're supposed to be activating your muscles so fast you can't actually get oxygen into you, right?
You know what? I have no idea.
Yeah.
But I feel like for like
there's a
potassium-
physiological difference between how you can process resource uptake when you're jogging versus when you're running full tilt.
I do neither.
That's why you get exhausted eventually. But in theory, you can run for a very, very long time. And there is a human being who exists who can, in practice, run forever. So, yeah.
What? Which human being?
Yeah, so apparently you can measure...
Walker.
There's like a statistical thing you can analyze to get to like... that you can track that shows basically how much, as you're jogging, accumulatively you've done damage to your body, so that like you reach a certain threshold and then you need to rest and recover from that and you feel sore and stuff. There's a human being that exists out there who just, regardless of how much he runs, just never hits that threshold. Like his uptake in that, his increase in that is the same as the natural, like his base rate of healing, I guess, even while doing physical activity. So as long as he is hydrated, he never needs to stop.
We're talking about the sheep farmer dude that did the marathon?
No, there was just some like marathoner.
Oh, okay. That's fine. How did we do in the comments? How did we do? Y'all, hold on. I started the night on chapter 4, and I am now reading through chapter 8. No, chapter 3.
that's
No,
good.
I'm on chapter 8.
That's really good.
Yeah. It's surprisingly not as disastrous as I thought it was going to be. Like, most of it is pretty decent. Like, needs polishing and expansion and stuff. But it's workable. You can definitely tell I wrote it during NaNoWriMo because it's a little repetitive. But, we'll work on that.
I'm just editing a video, honestly, at this point because I really need to get it done.
I can't run these and edit a video at the same time at this point, so here we are.
There.
Maybe when I have my new computer, I'll do that.
Not missing much on
But
reading.
we're still pretty far out
It's-
from there. Okay, so
Reading week for Canadian universities right now.
so between the history lesson and this at the start and the science lesson, I feel like I'm not missing much on reading week. Okay, so for the American Idiot, can you explain reading week? What is reading?
Oh, we just don't have spring break, so it's essentially spring break. It's
all
just
you gotta
like
do is
you
just
just get
read.
a week break from
Yeah,
university.
so like it's
Well,
reading.
no,
It's a
it's-
week of reading days where you're supposed to
Yeah.
read, but there aren't any in-person classes, right?
Catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just supposed to catch up, so you don't have classes and everything. But like, no one's reading.
Does anyone?
I used my first ever reading week to go to Dominican.
Nice.
That's funny. I miss spring break. I miss
Yeah,
summer.
it's-
I feel like
it's essentially
adults.
There's some
Adults
reading days
need
at some universities.
summer.
Oh yeah. So 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, even if like not the full season, we need mandated summer. Not paid time off just summer.
Where no
For
one
like
does any
3
work
weeks.
and literally the whole world stops and then we all starve.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how do
You can rotate. Not everybody has to go on summer at the same time. You just have a summer vacation that you get to use at any point during the year.
Whoa.
So paid
No.
time off.
Do you know how short
Yeah.
the season is in Canada? There'd be anarchy. No
I
one's
don't
gonna
think
take their summer in November in Canada.
I just had like the same amount of paid days off as like the Italians do or something. Because they've got like months worth of paid days off basically required.
I've got 10.
And I'm just like,
True, but the Italian
We get
economy is also like pretty
Garbage.
stunted due to that.
Sweden's a better example, I think. I think they have better time off than like an actual economy.
isn't Sweden where like mom gets a year off when they have a kid and then dad gets the next year off?
Mhm.
No, they
Is that
have.
them?
They can split it between themselves, but I think that the thing was that they made it so dads had to take some of the time, because what they were finding is even when they offered it to dads, the women were still doing all
The
of
ones
it.
doing
So they're
all
like,
of it.
okay, well, men should have to like take some paternity leave, so that, because paternity leave and maternity leave like sets you back in your career essentially. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I could have sworn there's a country out there that like each parent gets a year off, and so they'll do it like mom will be with the kid the first year, and then dad will be with the kid the next year. But I probably
know
read that
Canada,
in
like
a
either
Tumblr
parent can
post.
take it.
I was gonna say I read that on a Tumblr post though, so whether or not it's accurate, I don't know. Yeah,
It's a solid
I don't like the idea of having to earn PTO. I think you should just like have it. It's just me. Because like most of us, like the most jobs will only give you like at the most 40 weeks or 40 hours. 40 weeks, I wish. I would never
Yeah, I
work.
work 12 weeks a year. It's pretty great.
I mean, that's how we used to work.
Take one a month.
So
I mean,
anyways,
it's not quite how we used to work. Definitely
Yeah.
agriculture required more prep and
Definitely
Yeah.
longer
Yeah.
days than 8 hours.
no.
but like,
I mean, we were certainly there was this magical time, I can't remember, it was like maybe the 50s, where productivity was
teachers
bouncing
get
up, like,
summer apparently.
and like CEOs and thought leaders thought maybe like we would be able to get down to like a 20-hour work week because we just didn't need that much productivity. And then capitalism did its thing,
No.
and all of a sudden it's like, no, you can extract people's work and make them miserable and just fine with the system. And it's just like,
Like, I mean, at this point, if a 20-hour work week was the norm, people would not be able to survive. Because like there are people that are working 60 and 80 hours to make ends meet right now.
oh yeah.
But like we technically, from what I remember, there's a study out there that says like we get as much done in a 6-hour workday as we do in an 8-hour workday. So
You know, someone that just went from 6 to 8. Agreed.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
that's
have
right.
about-
Because
you
you
have
work
like
for,
eight-
Because I what?
I was gonna say because you work for an American company, right?
No. So I got promoted recently. So I went up from 30 hours to 40. But the company I work for now is based out of Ontario, but most of our offices are in the United States.
Okay.
No, you have like 3 to 4 hours of like actual concentration you can do
At a time.
before you need to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Merritt says some schools will do summer break
Work
so that
is
you
not great.
hold on. You are good. Lord, work with me here. Thank you. You are paid. So summers are you're unemployed, and others do it so that you get a salary. It's just extended through the summer, and you're paid less during the year.
That sounds
Yeah,
like
I
grad
teach
school.
like half get summer jobs. BJ, find me a grad school that does a library science program and pay you to do the library science.
They're never going to find anything in the library sciences that pays. They can't extract you for anything. Like, I don't think they'll really be able to extract you for too much TI work. I don't think there's enough English majors going through to
But
really
they need someone
it.
to work the libraries.
Maybe. That might be a possibility. But
I'm just saying, if there are master's degrees that can pay you for being a writer, there's got to be master's degrees that can pay you for being a librarian. I don't know. Anyways, I've got many steps before I can even think about that at this point. All right, so we are at the end of our live show. Do y'all have anything you want to plug for your channel?
oh,
Exciting?
yeah, I guess we have.
Oh, you go first.
I was gonna say, I got more content coming out next week on the Anechoic Chamber. We're gonna start a new sequence, a couple of sequences, just actually no, not a new sequence. Excuse me, the final episode in talking about some quantum trajectory theory, basically a bit of experimental evidence that says, hey, you can actually use this for single particles instead of just ensembles, and seeing things that happened in the past, and it basically improves your predictive power on knowing what's happening in the quantum mechanical world, which is a large first. Basically, quantum mechanics, until I don't know, maybe a decade ago, has largely been like, oh, this is a set of stuff that lets us understand a lot of data on stuff that happened way in the past. So maybe we can have a hope on how to influence it if we get things started in a similar way. But beyond like active...
I love how Christine is making a serious face, like she understands.
This is fun. This is what every lecturer ever wants to have. At least one person who's just like, oh yeah. If, like, they don't understand. No one understands. In fact, the kid falling asleep in bed is probably the one that understands the most of what you're talking about. You're like, fuck, this is so boring. You want one enthusiastic person just being like, yes.
Quantum mechanics.
Yeah.
Square cards.
Yeah. Walker, go search my name in the Anechoic Chamber. And the stuff that actually they're able to do is, in fact, really cool. They're basically able to... Yeah.
Except that is nice. I'm like, he'll come home and he'll be like, blah, 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 math problem. I'm like, you're talking.
It's so good. Look, all right. So we've been able to demonstrate that we can, like, with I think like 90% success, take a atom that's like trying to jump quantum states and be like, no, go back, or yes, go along. And that's a huge amount of control that we never had before. And that's
that like teleporting?
I was gonna say, so like you can play dodgeball with molecules.
So here's the thing about one of the things about quantum mechanics is like get in your mind basic, the most basic science here, just the most basic science. Think of the Bohr model, right? You got a nucleus and you got electrons that have an orbit, right? And then in that diagram, there's often sometimes bigger circles. Those are the larger possible orbits. And so the question is, okay, if you energize your electron that's in this closest orbit and it goes to this next orbit, how does it do it? Because quantum mechanics tells me that I can only find it in this one or that one. But how does it make the transition?
How does it make the transition?
Why?
Well, for a long time, the theorists just like, oh no, it's just instantaneous. It's not quite. It's just really fast and a lot faster than the other methods. But the thing that's you'll never find the particle in the intermediate space. But what will happen is you'll find that the average probability to find it between those two states moves from one shell to the next.
Why did you do that?
And since you, because no one knew that. And since you know that, now you can control it. And it's cool. And it's the first time anyone's done in human history. And that's neat.
Control all matter.
I mean, technically.
He sounds so much like Hank Green right now.
Technically, I controlled all of this matter. Yay. But I can't control it in a detailed way. But controlling it in a detailed way lets you do new stuff. For example, make metamaterials, which are invisibility cloaks.
This is the
channel.
You can make invisibility cloaks. I'm sorry. I'm just here on the
tangent. Wait, invisibility cloaks. No, that was cool. Go back.
No, legit. That's
We finally got onto something that was relevant.
Okay,
How is
fine.
that relevant? It's just interesting.
We're both writing
Superheroes.
fantasy.
It's always interesting.
That's science fiction, Christine. In fantasy, the invisibility cloak use magic. If you're using
magic
science
not
to
just
make
science?
invisibility, if you're
What?
using technology to make invisibility cloaks, it's technically science fiction.
But
Science.
Yeah,
wouldn't,
technically.
wouldn't magic just be the science of a given universe, though?
Yeah. So hot take: hard magic systems aren't magic. They're
They're
just
science?
They're
science
science.
with different physics. Yeah.
It's like a
The whole
different
idea of
universe,
magic.
fine.
The whole idea of magic is that it's supposed to be like uninterpretable. So soft magic can kind of get away with it of being actual magic.
That's like Brandon Sanderson Mistborn. Like that's fully just science,
Yeah.
just different science.
True.
Yeah.
True.
You've got a different force that doesn't behave just because of subatomic particles. It's got mystic investiture. I love
That's what
his
I
hard
was
magic.
saying. Mystic investiture.
Okay, fine, not mystic, just investiture is his word because
Mm-hmm.
he's an author and he's allowed to make new words, you silly man.
Wealth simple.
I'm pretty sure investiture is a word. Anyways, Christine, you didn't have anything on your channel to...
Oh, well, not yet, but like, okay. So remember when I read that werewolf smut and then I made a video about it and then a lot of people
I'm sorry, what? No. But now I
So
want
there's-
to.
kept getting ads on my Facebook for this like werewolf book and I was like, fuck off. I don't like werewolves. That's not a monster kink I have. Plenty of weird things that I like. Werewolves are not one of them. So anyways, I read the book and I made a video and it's like one of my most watched videos ever.
Nice.
And, well, then I got an ad for a dragon book, okay? And this one, it's like a dragon man fucks a lady and gets her pregnant. So anyways, I'm reading that and I'm going to make a video about that.
Okay, at some point. Cool. I
Yeah,
am
probably within the next few days.
I am in the process of finally, like, I've been teasing this Taylor Swift video. I'm in the process of still editing it because it is the most ambitious video I've ever tried at this point in my channel. So, like, just keep an eye out for that, guys. I don't know when it's going to be happening because it's a lot. But when it does happen, please watch it because I spent 6 hours doing the footage for it and now so many hours editing. Oh, yeah. Because there were multiple moving pieces. And so, like, between getting the footage and then having to set up for the footage and take my makeup off, change my makeup. And
It's like a fast electron. Lots of
there were
moving.
outfit changes or costume changes. There were I had to change my makeup and my hair, and then I had to go down and find a filming spot for each one. And yes, there was a lot involved. And I think it's going to turn out pretty close to what I wanted. But it's going to take a minute. It was supposed to go up last Saturday, and it's a lot.
It's hot.
Well, I believe in you.
So, like, yeah. Anyways, okay. So, these people will be linked down in the description box. Go check them out. If you're interested in science stuff, go check out my brother's channel that he is on. I guess it's
Hi.
technically not your channel. If you're interested in werewolf smut, go check out Christine's channel, I guess.
Oh god. Oh god.
And also, what?
They're not hot. Of all the fantasy creatures, werewolves are low tier. Putting it out there.
You just don't like shaggy boys,
I mean,
huh?
I like Bucky.
he is not a shaggy boy.
He's pretty shaggy in like 3 of his films.
Even when his hair is long, he's not shaggy. I've seen Sebastian Stan's chest. He keeps that thing waxed.
Oh my.
I feel like that was Marvel's decision because in the first movie, no, he does not.
Ooh, nice.
Interesting. All
Look,
I
he's
know
got
is that there was a
long
Broadway
hair
play
and
where
it's
he like
well done.
boiled up for a scene, it looks like, from the pictures that I'm watching. So it would look like he'd been
I've
working
seen that.
out.
But like, okay, but like, let's. It's the dog part of werewolves that makes me go, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Mm. I've seen how dogs copulate. Mm-mm, mm-mm, nope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. Think about it. You don't want to think about it.
I don't even want to know. Okay.
I mean, enough people do.
So many people are
So
into
many
werewolf
people.
shit.
Anyways, that's it. We're not going to get into any of the rest of this. We're done. I'm checking out of this conversation. Thank you so
Sister's
much.
going to do it as quickly as possible.
Thank you so much for watching. For those of you that are
Werewolf.
still here, I will see you later when we talk about more wordy, nerdy things.